What's going on, family? What's going on this morning? Black Feniks checking in. Right now I'm at the gas station, getting my therapy session in, just thinking, watching people, getting my thoughts together. And just wanted to say something, man, I really want to talk about this morning was not allowing the system, the racism, the death, the police brutality that happens into the black community, not allowing it to allow us to get bitter or make us bitter, but it should make us better. Like, we just gonna have to learn from what's going on. That history repeats itself. That people scream that, yeah, we need to vote, we need to vote, we need to vote. And from my personal opinion, this is just my personal opinion. Voting it's not gonna help us. We got to unite and actually get our finances together to be able to actually buy a politician like they buy politicians. And until we can come together and create this new Black Wall Street again, where we actually got some people together that's thinking, that's forming a community, you know what I mean, that's really, really serious about doing it, then voting ain't gonna help nothing, because voting ain't doing nothing but putting their people in position to oppress us even more. You know what I mean? So, it's like one side tell you one story, the other side give you another story, you know what I mean? And I'm not into debating politics because I'm black. So I don't fuck with Democrats. I don't fuck with Republicans, you know what I mean? I pick the person who, if I'm a vote, I'm gonna pick the person who I feel is best for that position. But most definitely, I know the role behind both parties, and I know that the Democratic Party was never meant to be for black people. They have always oppressed us. They've always meant to put us back into slavery, to keep us locked down, oppressed, take our guns. They'll pump the preachers up with a lot of bullshit, and then they'll have them gather us to keep us cool. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you something that you might not didn't know. Dr. Clyde Anderson teaches about paranomics, and he talks about how they had placed a law in the 1700s that they will reward another black person for telling on another slave that was trying to get away or trying to do a revolt or trying to do something. Like, we'll reward you if you snitch on them. If you keep that crab in that bucket, I'm gonna make sure you stay on top of this side. So think about how they did us, man. And to this day, dudes would tell on you. They'll tell on you just because they don't like how you living. Or if they come to them, hey, I'm gonna give you this here. Tell me what I need to know. Okay. The system, they created it. Now go back in law to check that out, man. That was created, a law that they did that, especially in the South. And then we think about the way things are now, and then you wonder, like, damn, that's why shit is so fucked up right now. This is why the system is designed the way it is. And then you have ignorant people that'll say things like, well, y'all kill more y'all kind than we kill them. But then you also have to think of this too. That was programmed. That was programmed. They said if you program a generation of people, it takes generations to break that curse. Now, if you're going through life not knowing that you in a curse, do you think you're gonna be working on breaking it? I'm just saying. So it takes somebody to be awake, somebody to be conscious, to know what's going on. You know what I mean? So I get it, man. We are a people that has been oppressed on so many different levels and platforms and countries, and had been spreaded abroad, throughout all different countries. And if you think about the true message of God and how he was talking about how his people was going to be spreaded, literally spread it. Look at us. We everywhere. Caribbean, America, North America, South America, Canada, Japan. We everywhere. And we mixed in different languages. And sometimes I wonder, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I wonder why things have to be so bad for us, like why people create the system to really, really deceive us. And then, sometimes I wonder, is it something about, is it karma? Is it something that, they say each people or each generation or each certain people get a chance to rise and dominate over others, and some things that God would allow another nation, which is said, to control you and dictate you until he bring you home. So I really feel in my personal heart that we are God's people, and that a lot of the things we're going through is, we have to correct our ways. We have to turn from our ways and really humble ourselves, like the scriptures say, and turn ourselves back to Him. Because if we allow this system to keep doing what it's doing, a lot of people is getting bitter, man. A lot of people don't know how to channel that energy into just be independent. Like, I think the first thing on really breaking that chain with the system is being independent. Like, starting your business, doing something on your own, learning the system. And see, it's so easy because America makes it easy for you not to be independent. They don't want you to be. They don't want you to be a business. But if you are a business, they'll reward you. But they want us as African Americans, we just workers, man. That's what they brought us here for, to build their country, to establish their land, to crop their fields, you know to dehumanize us. And it's funny because I was talking to a lady the other day, and she seen my name, and she was like, "What is this? Is that your name?" I'm like, "Yeah, I changed my name." And she was like, so she said, "Why you did that?" She just asked me. She was an older lady. She just asked me, "So why you changed it?" I said, "Because Joe Brown is my American slave name that came from a plantation. That brand that came from a plantation from the South." I said, "But Black Phoenix, that's my free name." And actually, my name, the way I spelt it, my last name is Black and my first name is Phoenix, so it's Blaque. You know what I mean? It's how I spell my name. So I changed my name. But I changed my name because I didn't want to I didn't want to be considered as still their property, even though the social security number still ties you to that name, you know what I mean? But I wanted to just give myself my own name, you know. So to me personally, it's just to remind myself that I know what's going on. A lot of people are naive and don't really want to accept or embrace what's going on in America right now, but it's real, man. Racism is real, hate is real, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna tell you something that really bothered me, and I was thinking about all of my experiences, and I have never had it happen. I had a gentleman pretty much pull a gun on me. I was going to a client's house to go find them in Oklahoma, and I'm in Oklahoma City, and it wasn't too far off from the city where I was going, but everything out here is kind of spread it out. So I went out there. It's like a dirt road or whatever. I'm looking for the house. The GPS said the house was like right beside me, but I didn't see a house. I see like an abandoned house or broke something, like, damn, this can't be it. So I stopped in the road. Wasn't nobody around me. I'm gonna grab a road. I stopped. I look at the phone. Like, let me call. I called him. Hey man, it said I'm here, but I'm not. He was like, yeah. It's showing you to the back. You got to bag back some, come back like a couple car lengths, and then drive, come in that way. So that's what I did. Drove back, got in this driveway, parked, got out. We got to talking. So while we holding this conversation, you know what I mean? It was briefly. I hear his wife say something, but I could tell that the way she said it was like, "I need your attention." So I said, "Hey man, I think your wife needs you, man." He hit around the corner. I haven't looked around the corner now, and then I just so happened I did a glimpse looking at something, and I walked around one way, and I see a white guy in the yard standing with an assault rifle, like an assault rifle and shit, like it came from the military. I'm like, what the fuck? So I walk around. I'm like, what's going on? Oh man, I just had to check and make sure they was back over here. Now he told me they've been over here a week, so they know that these people been over here, because he said, oh yeah, we moved back in like a week ago. We've been out of town. He say, "Oh, I had to come over here and make sure wasn't nobody trying to do nothing with the property, try to scare folks off." I said, "Huh? Don't you think that was a little? Don't you think that was a little uncalled for? You know what I mean?" And he's like, "Oh no, it ain't loaded. I was just gonna come out there." And I looked at him. I said, "Say, man, this could have went left field. If I was in my truck and I was scrapped, and you'd have ran up to me with your assault rifle, and I know I ain't did nothing wrong, and I'm thinking you finna harm my life, things could have went left field. I wasn't gonna ask no question. I'm just gonna start shooting. I'm gonna let the police ask the question. The man came to my door with an assault rifle when I'm looking for a GPS for a client. It's all over my truck, my logo, so you can tell that I'm not trying to steal nothing, do nothing, because you can see I'm pulling up off of business. I got work stuff on the truck, logos on the truck. I'm like, why are you coming out with an assault rifle, man? So it just let me know the way people think, man. You know what I mean? And that shit rubbed me wrong like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And I didn't release the video when it happened because I was still actually processing that. You know what I mean? Thinking like, what the fuck just happened? And I was just thinking, you know, he trying to play it all off now. He seen how I felt about it. He trying to play it all off now. And I'm thinking to myself, like, shit could have went left field, y'all. Like, it could have went real, real bad if he would have ran to my door while I was in my car. You know what I mean? In my truck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, like, that's what they do, man. They want to think they can scare you or intimidate you. I'm like, damn, bro. You run. I wasn't nowhere by your house. He showed me where I'm not nowhere by there. I'm in the middle of the fucking road, and you patrolling the road too. The other houses, you want to make sure, even though it's a dead end, but don't nobody else stay down here. So I know these people. And you come down here, I didn't know who you are. Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit rubbed me wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? It really rubbed me wrong. Like, and I was thinking, like, damn. I've been doing service calls and welding and being independent all this time. I had never had no shit like that happen to me. And then it just hit me. I'm in Oklahoma. I'm in a state that bombed the Black Wall Street. The spirit is still here. Like, they'll laugh and talk, but they don't want to see us win. Nah, hell no, they don't want to see us win. And why do you think the Black Wall Street wasn't rebuilt? And if you go down there right now, get a chance to go down there. And I'm gonna take y'all down there because I planned on going down there doing a video. But I want to show you the businesses that exist there that was all black. Now they white business and corporations. Isn't that funny? So just to let you know, man, it's real here. You know what I mean? So I'm in Oklahoma City, and this is the first time I have ever had a situation like that happen. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn. You know, and it was crazy because the guy that I was actually going to see on some business, I actually reached out to him again on some business to check on something. He ain't never respond to me. So either he got a bad vibe from that day, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit pissed me off. But I was being professional. But I told him though. I told him personally. I said, "Hey man, you should have warned me about dude before you told me to come out here that you had somebody like that. That could have went left field like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that shit kind of rubbed me wrong. But hey, it is what it is. I let that go. I'm like, hey man, let's just do business. But I reached out several times. He never really responded. And I know you seen my message. You know, some people can't. You know, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Some black man, are fucking cowards. I'm just saying what it is. They're fucking cowards. Like, if I got a problem with you, I'm gonna address you. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna meet you. Whatever we got to do, I'm gonna let you know. So if you call me and I'm not messing with you, I'm gonna pick up the phone. I'm gonna let you know, hey man, I ain't messing with you. You ain't got to call me no more. Or if you text me and say something, I'm gonna let you know. However, but I'm not gonna lead you on or act like a broad. You know what I'm saying about the situation? Nah, if I feel certain way, man, we can't network no more. But people, man, are fucking cowards, man. You know, cowards like a motherfucker. And I swear I can't stand that shit. But that's what I'm dealing with. I've been out here and I've been dealing with a lot of cowards, a lot of people that say one thing, but then they show you something else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could have turned out really damn bad because it could have turned out real bad, man. But God was with me, and I thank God for it. That's why I didn't really release no video when that happened, because I was just processing that, like, what happened? I pull up logos on the truck, in my work truck. Like, you can tell I'm working. Why would you come out with an assault rifle? Why? You know, but this is where we live, man. You know, this is America. You know, and I'm in the heart of America, what they call it. You know, and racism is here. You know, but it's crazy because there's a lot of mixed relationships too, and that's crazy. But when you see a lot of racism in certain spots, you'll see a lot of mixed relationships, a lot of rebellion for the women that's liking black guys. You know what I mean? But the independence though is different here. You know, people rather look on the physical side of things. Oh, I look nice. I'm driving a nice car. Oh, I stay in this home, but they messed up mentally and physically. They ain't got the money, but they can pull up. Oh, I look good. So I get the concept. I get the mentality here. But I honestly would have thought it'd have been more unity. But it's more for show. You know, it's like majority of people that want to stress that they black, that it's like this, but it's more for show. Like, yeah, we get around one another, take some pictures and have a little deal going on. Yeah, I'm pro-black, but when it comes to sticking behind one another and starting businesses and communicating and not backbiting and want to really see one another win, nah, you don't want to be black then. You know what I'm saying? That's funny, you know what I mean? But that's how people are, you know what I mean? I'm black all the time. I am who I am, you know what I mean? Hey, it's crazy, man. It is, bro. I just left Arizona. You know, I stayed in North Phoenix. I stayed off of Deer Valley. So I was in Phoenix for 3 years, over 3 years, you know what I mean? And I learned a lot. And literally, I just been here now, what, 4 months? I think I moved to Oklahoma City about 4 months. And one thing I can say about Arizona racism is at least it's out bold. Like they don't fuck with you, they'll just let you know. You know, they ain't gonna smile in your face. They ain't gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Hold up the door. Cause you know, they'll do that here. Oklahoma, they'll hold up the door for you. Oh yeah, you know, I'll stop. You got broke down. Hey, one of them will stop and help you. And then they'll drive off and tell their friend, you know, I had to help 2 niggas today. Yeah, they were stranded. They didn't know what to do. I had to pull over and try to give them a hand. Hey man, this shit is crazy. But you know, it just shows me the mentality of people. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. At least, you know what I mean, out there, you know, I knew what I was dealing with. And I liked it that better because you ain't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. And that's how AZ was. But it was independent though. So there, I liked it more because the hustle, like it's the independent hustle. Here it's a controlled market, almost like a union. You know what I mean? It's a good boy system. So it's hard to get the independent jobs and the contracts and the little stuff I was doing in Phoenix because they won't let me do it here. Like they rather deal with old John and Paul that they've been networking with or deal with their own. Or if I come through, I got to kiss somebody's ass, and I'm not an ass kisser. So that's where here has really, I've been really stressing product over talent because that's what been helping me survive here. Like I can't even network with other white companies here because they don't want to see me eat because it is what it is. You know, you don't have to say it, but I know what the fuck it is. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not fucking stupid. I got my LLC. I got everything in line, but I can't eat. I can't network with them independently here. You know, not going out doing certain jobs and certain structural because it's different. So you know what I do? I talk product over talent. Product over talent. That's what I preach. That's what I believe in because that's given me my independence since I've been in Oklahoma City. Like I haven't been like working on jobs. No, I mean, I call them side jobs and contracts when I was getting, I call that ATM money. I can't make no ATM money here. I'll be in Phoenix. I might make $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a week sometime just on ATM money. Quick little stuff. Help so and so do this service call. Fix this here. You know, here, oh hell nah, man. I'll probably have to start selling shit. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I came. You know what I mean? When I was prepared, you know, my finances was okay, but as you steady hit your finance, you steady hitting them, and you're not fully replacing them. You know, it puts a dent in it, man. It is what it is. So you can be strong financially, but over time, if you're not replacing what you're taking, it's going to make you struggle. So that's why, you know, it's been real here. It's been different, a little frustrated. You know what I mean? A few things I like. It's been give and take, you know, but I'm not allowing the situation though to get me bitter. I'm allowing it to get me better. So regardless of that scenario happening and me being here, I'm not going to allow it to get me bitter. I'm just going to allow it to get me better. You know, I'm not going to allow someone who can't understand who I am to discourage me. You know, like I say, I have noticed that our people, especially our black people, man, we have a lot of cowards. Like people will say that they down and they 100, but when it's all said and done, man, you know, actions speak louder than words. And I'm just about actions, you know what I mean? Because I know that why am I going to try to save my life if I know I'm going to lose my life? You know, I'm not naive, but I'm in the point in my life where I'm cool with if I'm dying for my cause. I'm cool with it because I know I'm not going to live forever anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I would rather stand for something than die for nothing, than die in vain. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with it. But most people will say, oh, no, I got to do this for this. Like, not me. I'm not going to bite my tongue. I'm not going to steal, you know, dream. I'm not here just to paint a pretty picture on something or to tell you about all the money I'm making and how you need to be doing it too. I'm just going to be real with you. Like, I want us to network and get a bag and build our independence. But I know that we dealing with stuff in life. Like, we dealing with life. And now, today, it's more relevant than ever that racism is at a high. You know what I mean? And you have people who feel the right that they can do what they want to do with the president that's in office. Like I have overheard people say, you know, ain't nothing gonna happen if I, you know, I'm doing the system of justice if I take one of them out. Boy, I tell you what, man, we got to be more safe, man. We got to be more conscious of what's really going on. You know what I mean? So I just want to come to you and talk to you a little bit about life out here in Oklahoma City. You know, it hasn't been, like I say, it hasn't been terrible by no means. Yes, facts. It hasn't been terrible by no means, but it has been very challenging here. The system is different. The people are different. The cost of living is a lot cheaper, and I wonder is the by the cost of living being so cheap, do it make people cheap, make people think small too? Because they try to get certain things done, they think we're gonna do it for them for free. I'm like, what is that? Oh, what I do? Nah, hell no. Nah. I had someone ask me some stuff. I'm like, nah, I don't do that. My welder was set on the back of my truck and rot before I come over there and do it for you for nothing. Man, hell no. Nah. I'm not with it. I'm not with improving your life. Well, you help me do this and I help you do this. Nah, look on my price, look on my number. You want to help, I'll help you. If not, I'm not gonna help you. Like I'm not gonna bend my back or break or change who I am or dictate my morals to assist someone that I know don't give a fuck about me, that I know that only calling me now because they in a bind, they really, really need me. But if they could go to John and Paul, they would never call me. Like I had a couple of them even say that, like, yeah, I need this and this. But I got this guy been down to where I charge so and so. Oh yeah, well, I don't no problem. I have to pay this because my guy down, he literally only called me. One service call that I got, I did good on. He really only called me because this guy was down. So that's fine with me. Yeah. You win some, you lose some, but it let me know the system here. So the independent system is not real strong here, but you can start your business here. You can have an independent business, LLC, storefront. So to me, in Oklahoma City, my win here is gonna be having my storefront, having my school, having my products. Like, they won't knock that because I'm eating my own. Like I'm not going to nobody white for nothing. I buy products from, don't get me wrong, but I'm not trying to network with them at all. Like now don't get me wrong, I got white companies that I network with and do what actually, since I've been here, I actually only got one that I actually be networking with. You know what I mean? But I have done a job for a couple of them. But my goal is to do my own thing. Like I'm not trying to get no job. I'm not trying to just, oh man, let me get this contract. I get my contract license and then I still got to deal with their ass. I still got to talk to them and go to the board. I don't want to do none of that shit. Like I don't want to deal with no prejudice, hateful motherfucker, period. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna provide products and my own services, put them on the shelf, and a good product is gonna sell itself. You see what I'm saying? My face ain't got to be on it. I'm gonna put a storefront. I'm gonna put my products, my services in a good location, make it look nice, and they're gonna go in there and they'll spend because that's what they do here. They'll go to the flea markets every weekend, spend a little money. They'll go spend bang things, a couple dollars. They think, oh, this right here, this ain't gonna hurt. A couple dollars here, a couple dollars here, but somebody's getting rich off of that. So I feel like in order for me to maintain here, I just have to switch my hustle up. Yeah, I'm still with the welding and fabrication of my own products, but as far as doing like the service calls and the contracting, nah, I'm done with that because I got to kiss somebody's ass, and I'm not kissing no white man ass for no money. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. I would rather hustle 18 hours a day than work 8 on a fucking job and they controlling me and telling me how and controlling how I feel and what I do and dictating when and what and why and all that shit. Like that's not what I'm on. Yeah, most definitely. That's what I'm on. Like that's what I'm doing. Like I'm building my independence completely. So I'm gonna have a storefront here. I'm gonna sell my products. I'm gonna provide my welding sessions independently. I'm gonna help those who want help independently. Like you can't help everybody, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna provide a platform where it's gonna be cheaper than you going to mess with them, but you still got to pay for what skills are not cheap. You wanna wear diamonds and gold, but you don't want to go out here and dig that damn hole. That's where the diamonds and gold come from. You're gonna get your hands dirty, you're gonna wash it out, you're gonna do something. You see what I'm saying? So that's a process to this. So just keep that in mind, man. And really, like I say, I just figured out that that's the way that I'm gonna win in Oklahoma City. That's the way that I'm gonna stay afloat here because I already been doing it. Selling products. Selling products is where it at because people like good products. You don't judge me. You don't walk in Walmart and say, was this product made by a nigger? I'm gonna buy it. I don't know. No, there's a lot of products in there made by black people that you don't even know. You do. You go, they walk up to it and say, ooh, this is good. I really need this. And take it home. You don't care who made it. All you want to be is make sure it's good, it's reliable, it's staying fast, And so that's what I'm into, And that's why I chose products over talent. So for those who really want to know my main reason for being products over talent, because I wanted to completely eradicate myself from the system. I don't want a white man or white person telling me shit to do about my life, period. You know what I mean? So that's why I did that. I packed up and moved to Oklahoma City because of my son. And that's the only reason I'm here. If it wasn't for my son, I'd still be in Phoenix, Arizona. But my son is in Fort Smith, Arkansas. That's like 2.5 hours away from here. Can't go back to Arkansas, but my son, he needs me around, and I'm got the opportunity to actually see him more. And I didn't have that at first. You know what I mean? Me and his mama wasn't seeing eye to eye. I tried, but you know how it is. It is what it is. I don't even have to explain that one. You know, but once I was given the opportunity to be around him, you know, the first thing I did was say, hey, I'm gonna move. I packed up. So I literally did this for my kids. I packed up and said, hey, I'm gone. I got the opportunity to be around them more. I want to go to a school. I want to go to some games. I want to help influence his thoughts more, because I'm knowing that being around his mother, she's not going to be nourished like he needs to be mentally and physically. She can take care of him. I mean, I take my hat off to her. She's a great mother. Great mother. I cannot take that from her. But he needs to know how to be a man. And he most definitely needs to know how to be a black man in America, and how to provide for his own and be independent, because his mom is not going to teach him how to be independent, how to start a business, how to get a job, how to stand strong, how to protect himself. She ain't gonna get that. He ain't gonna get that from her. So I'm willing to make that sacrifice. And that's why I'm here. I'm going through this bullshit in this city right now for my baby. You know what I'm saying? For my baby. So I can be able to get a little closer to them. Couldn't go back to Arkansas because ain't shit there for me. You know what I mean? I've been there. I can't go back because I'm like, well, I never been to Oklahoma City. And that was another reason why I moved here, because I like going places I've never been. Starting over, figuring out the system, making my own way. And I do better like that. When I went to Phoenix, I did the same thing. I didn't know nobody in Phoenix. I moved to OKC. I didn't know. I mean, Kansas City, Missouri, when I first moved there. I don't know, but I just moved. You know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to relocate myself. And when I went to Memphis, it's the same thing. I like to move, go places where I don't know nobody, and make my own way, because I feel like that's what men do. You know what I mean? Like, I have been to cities where people complain, man, we can't eat over here, man. We barely making it. This and this. And then I get there and I make things happen. So it ain't about them not having the opportunities in the city. They just wasn't hustling. They just wasn't thinking outside of the box. They wasn't doing what I was doing. So literally, my whole reason for stressing so much as I've been here, product over talent, because that's where it's at. Use your talent, use your skills that you work for a job to create your own. Because then can't nobody control you. The other day I woke up to money in my account. I couldn't do that if I didn't have products over talent. Like, oh man, somebody ordered something, let me get this done. 2 orders. Woke up to them, money already there. I can't do that if I'm not stressing products over talent, if I'm not initiating what I'm talking about, if I'm not doing the hard work. You know what I mean? That's what's keeping me afloat here. Products over talent, and it allows me to be free. It allows me to pick my schedule, my time, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. You know what I mean? My bad on that. But it allows me to pick my schedule, what I want to do and how I want to do it. And I enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that I ain't got no control. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I need to do. I got my focus. I know how to make the products. I know how to control my time to get it done. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with doing that, because I learned all of that working for someone else. Think about that. We learned how to do business from working for someone else. And if we're going to be truly free in America, you're going to have to be a boss. You're going to have to learn how to be independent. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. And it's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like that 40-hour-a-week check that you just, well, I know if I trade this time off, I'm going to get this check. Even though I might be on president, this might happen, or I might feel this way, I know I got this. When you're doing business, you ain't going to get that 40-hour-a-week check all the time. You know, it ain't going to be like that all the time. You know what I mean? There's going to be some times where you're going to come up short on a bill because you're trying to build your independence. It is what it is, man. It's not going to be smooth selling. I can't tell you this is a smooth ride. I can tell you that the ride is nice, because I ain't got nobody over my shoulder. So I just take my time and build my business and my independence one day at a time, man. That's all I can do. But I wanted to share that story about that guy putting that gun on me, me moving here, the struggles of the city, you know what I mean? And that's why I want to say, you can't allow things to get you better. You just got to allow it to get you better, you know? Use those flaws and those hindrances that we face when we go to a new area, or when you're in the area where you at. And like I say, just wanted to say, man, for the record, I love everyone. I have no problem against no people. But I most definitely despise people that try to do my people wrong. Like, I ain't gonna talk. Actions speak louder than words with me. You know what I mean? Once you go left field with me, You stay over there. I don't bring you back. You know, you talk to God about that. Like I don't do that. That's not me. So once you cross me, you cross me. I'm done. I don't hate you. I'm not dealing with you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? So I just want to say that my goal is to promote my people. I'm a black welder. I'm gonna talk black issues. I'm gonna talk black awareness, black wealth, black education, black independence, black. And if you don't like me talking black issues, then you might not need to be on my channel. You know what I mean? I'm not racist. I'm with all people, but I'm most definitely thinking about mine because I know that we got to do better. We got to gain some independence. We got to get some finances. We got to gain our own schools. We got to educate our own. Stop sending your kids to the slave master to get educated. We got to do better, man. We got to do better. It's 2020. You're going to see things about to change. It's time to start educating our own kids. It's time to start. There's so many black, smart educators sitting, not even getting jobs right now, doing bad, teachers that can't go back to public places, and all they need is a couple students. And they can teach them great. They can teach them black history. They can teach them finance. They can teach them stuff that a school is not never, ever going to teach them. They can have a business before they even graduate high school. Who do you know doing that? We can do that now. We can teach our kids now. By the time they old enough to drive, they're going to have a business that's going to be paying for that vehicle. That's my goal with my son and my daughters. You see what I'm saying? So the goal is to change the way they think. But I had to relocate myself. And I'm not going to lie to you. It has been very frustrating. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. I'm just going to keep it real. And I just feel like regardless of what's going on, I just got to keep it pushing and I got to do it for them. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm knowing that one day, you know, my time gonna expire, but they still gonna be here. So my goal is to make a better way for them. And I'm gonna lead by example, man. That's why I stress HogOn. Hustling over grounded obstacles naturally. Because we hogs. We're gonna face adversity. Some people wanna be dogs though. They want the system to put a bowl outside, put some water outside, put them on their back. Talk bad to him sometime, hit him with something, and then they come back. Well, Master gonna treat me good today. He gonna be better today. He ain't gonna do me the same way. I'm done with that shit. I'm a hog. I'm gonna figure out my own way to get it. I'm gonna figure out my own way to eat. I'm gonna help my people. I'm gonna grow my business, and I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm not finna get caught up in a system holding somebody's hand, doing something for $1. Man, I'm not with that. I'm gonna make my own way, and I'm not finna belittle my people, sell them out, snitch on them, none of that shit. Did you catch him doing it? Then I don't know who did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with none of that, man. I'm done with the way that we normally do business with the system, man. The system has showed us it is not for us. It has never been for us. We had never been in the fucking Constitution. Never. You know what I'm saying? So how is things gonna get better for us? You know what I'm saying? How? Just tell me. I don't know, but the shit is not gonna get better for us because it wasn't meant for us. So it just frustrates me a little bit, man. But I just wanted to vent, man. I'm gonna let y'all go because I gotta make a move. Don't get bitter. I just want to say that. Don't get bitter. Get better. Hold on.